Lindsay Wagner lived a double life for 30 years, and no one knew, until now, a revelation that has left fans both stunned and fascinated. Best known for her iconic role as the Bionic Woman, Wagner captivated audiences with her strength, intelligence, and charm on screen, creating a persona that seemed fully transparent and accessible. Yet behind the bright lights and accolades, she maintained a private existence that few could have imagined, carefully separating her public image from the personal pursuits and inner life that defined her away from Hollywood scrutiny. Unlike celebrity scandals or shocking hidden affairs, Wagner's double life was less about deception and more about intentional compartmentalization, a way to balance fame with a deeply personal search for meaning, wellness, and authenticity. For decades, she navigated two distinct worlds, one in the spotlight and one devoted entirely to her private growth and family life. The public Lindsay Wagner was a household name, with a career marked by Emmy Awards, international recognition, and consistent acclaim. She appeared on talk shows, conventions, and fan events, presenting herself with grace, wit, and professionalism. Yet while audiences consumed her public persona, Wagner was quietly exploring a side of life largely hidden from cameras, a world of personal discovery, spiritual development, and holistic living. Long before such practices were widely embraced, she dedicated herself to meditation, yoga, nutrition, and mindfulness, embracing a lifestyle aimed at maintaining balance and inner peace despite the pressures of fame. This private world, nurtured for decades, was entirely separate from the demands of a Hollywood career, and she carefully guarded it to preserve authenticity and independence. Family life was another dimension of Lindsay Wagner's double existence. Although she occasionally shared aspects of her personal life publicly, she kept much of it private, creating a sanctuary where she could be herself without judgment or intrusion. This separation allowed her to pursue personal relationships, creative projects, and self-exploration on her own terms. Maintaining such compartmentalization required discipline, discretion, and a clear understanding of boundaries. She knew that Hollywood's intense glare could distort even the simplest personal truths, and by protecting her private sphere, she preserved her sense of identity and autonomy. Her double life also shaped the way Lindsay Wagner approached her professional projects. She became selective with roles and appearances, prioritizing those that aligned with her values and personal goals. Opportunities that might compromise her well-being or public-private balance were often declined, illustrating a careful and strategic approach to fame. This method often puzzled outsiders, who sometimes interpreted her decisions as mysterious or unpredictable. In truth, they were deliberate choices aimed at safeguarding a life that was both rich in experience and intentionally grounded in personal fulfillment. Over time, Lindsay Wagner began to open up about her hidden life, though always with nuance and perspective. She emphasized that her choice to maintain a private world was not born from secrecy or shame, but from the desire to preserve authenticity in an industry that frequently prioritizes spectacle over substance. By revealing aspects of her double life now, she provides insight into the realities of living as a high-profile figure while remaining true to oneself. Her story resonates as an example of how one can succeed publicly while maintaining integrity and personal growth privately. The revelation that Lindsay Wagner lived a double life for 30 years offers fans a more complete understanding of the woman behind the legendary roles. It challenges assumptions about celebrity, highlighting the distinction between persona and person, and illustrating the careful balance required to navigate public attention without sacrificing personal identity. Wagner's experience is a reminder that fame and fulfillment are not always synonymous and that true success often involves preserving a private world where one can grow, reflect, and find meaning beyond the public eye. Ultimately, Lindsay Wagner's story is one of courage, wisdom, and thoughtful self-preservation. It is a narrative of a woman who achieved extraordinary professional success while quietly cultivating a rich, meaningful personal life. Her double life was never about deception. It was about maintaining equilibrium, protecting her values, and living fully on her own terms. By finally sharing this aspect of her journey, Lindsay Wagner invites fans to see her not just as an icon, but as a human being navigating the complexities of fame and personal authenticity.